So if you're watching this video, you probably like going out for a fun Sunday drive or a Saturday evening drive, depending on what time of the year it is. And with 220-ish brake horsepower, you can definitely do that in this, the Mini Cooper SE. But the tricky part of having fun is trying to be responsible at the same time. And is this responsible? Let's find out. So now in front of us is the Mini Cooper SE in its JCW trim. And it's not a JCW, but let me explain. Now there are three trims available: Classic, Executive and Sport. And when you go for Sport, you get the JCW trim level that gives you this nice aggressive spoiler. You've got this diffuser, but again, it's an EV, so there's nothing down there at the bottom. You also have the JCW style wheels, and overall it looks like the package that you should be getting. Now something that's really cool is that Mini give you the option to customize your Mini. You can go from classic to favored to John Cooper Works just by pressing the button, and it changes both the front and the rear lights. That's fancy. And talking all things lighting, I was very impressed with these. Bearing in mind this is a small car, they really do light up the road more than I expected. And talking all things expecting, if you do have kids, this probably isn't the model for you. You will probably want to go for the Countryman or the Clubman, because a boot size this big and also having a baby seat in the back and having humans at the front, it's not the best option. And of course it's a new car, so it's going to have its flaws when we compare it to the old ones, but I've got to say it hasn't strayed too far from its original design. Now in responsible mode, or eco mode if you'd rather call it that, excuse the pictures because this car is going to be absolutely filthy, but that's what it's used for responsible day-to-day driving or the occasional long journey, and we'll touch on battery life in a bit. In eco mode, it works. It does what it says on the tin. You get this little display that changes from a dove in efficient mode to a cheetah saying high consumption whenever you decide to put your foot down. But in terms of range, it's usable. Again, it's about having fun and still having something that is responsible. And 3.1 upwards, or even 5 if you're showing off, is something to be proud of. But now this humongous circular OLED display, which is in short your everything, is amazing. It's clear, it doesn't receive any glare in these bright conditions, and when you flick the experience switch up to go-kart mode, it actually changes. Woohoo! You hear that? It actually changes the design and shows you how much power and how much G you're pushing. So again, and of course the sound becomes a bit more intrusive depending on whether you like it or not. And again, a little squeeze off the old throttle. The biggest thing for me in all these electric vehicles is the torque, and there is an abundance, bearing in mind this thing, if I recall, weighs around 1800 kilos. And down here, of course, you've got the toggle switches for your gears, you've got the toggle switch for the power, the twist switch for the power, and of course the experience button. And I like that. I like a bit of heritage, while still, again, having all of these modern features such as heads-up display, which isn't the greatest because the steering wheel is now blocking it when I've sat in the lowest position, so that's a little gripe. But aside from that, as I said, everything about this car shouts, go out there and have some fun. And that's what we're doing. We need to get some Yokohamas on these bad boys. Now in terms of interior, there are a few annoying bits. I would say this, the fact that this doesn't like squeeze itself in, doesn't fill me with that much confidence. Bearing in mind if this falls out, yeah. Overall, it looks great. 3-spoke steering wheel modernized with a little fabric there to make it 3-spoke. And the only thing I would say I'd prefer is to have the CarPlay full screen. But that's what you get because they want you to use the native one. And when you do use the native one, it is, of course, full screen. Now, although I said that Mini hasn't changed much over the years, in a good way, it kind of has. The traction control system really works on this car. This is a brand new chassis, so it's not something that they've just did a little, I don't know, badge change here and there just to change the lights. The chassis is totally redesigned, and with this car having a better battery than the previous generation, and the placement of it on these fun little roads. Oh my gosh. This car is dangerously fun. It does everything you want in a Mini at the same time, as I mentioned, with the good traction control. Remember, this is front wheel drive and these aren't the best conditions. It just provides you with loads and loads of fun. Can you see what the key word here is? Fun for days. FFD. Start using that in your text messages, guys. Now, maybe those sounds are a bit annoying after a while, and of course you can turn that off in certain modes, because there is quite a few, but I think it adds to the whole experience. And for some people, they're looking, no, I'd rather have the JCW. Then yeah, buy the JCW, because this isn't the JCW. This is the top end electric version. But being able to plug this in at work, plug it in overnight, and get on average 190 miles in the winter, if we're not talking about the price, because again, if you are interested in this car, you have got the money. So if you haven't got the money, shut up. Now, luckily, I am in the Cooper SE. There is two variants. You've got the E and SE, not a trim level, just a motor level. And the E has around 184 horsepower and has a listing of 184 miles. And again, you're probably looking at 70 to 80% of that in real life. And that will probably be, I don't know what my maths is, 184, 10% is 18, times that by 3 is 54, take away 54, you're looking around 130 miles, which isn't amazing. Bearing in mind the previous gen had around 80, the E probably isn't what you want. The SE is what you want. 214 horsepower, if I recall, or around that. And then, of course, the battery ranges are claimed around 250, but you're probably going to get between 200 to 220. The SE is probably what you want, unless you do minimal miles and you care more about having a fresh electric Mini and not the extra power. Now, something that I was happy about, the previous gen Mini, the F56, I want to say, it had, some models had adaptive suspension, but then there was some, or there was at one point they just stopped and they had passive. This doesn't have adaptive suspension, but with the steering wheel electronics, again, the whole chassis has been redesigned. It doesn't really feel very harsh. Again, we're in eco mode or green mode. I've got to try and say green. And you can see it is, of course, a tad bumpy because our roads are shocking. But that aside, if I go from green into go-kart mode, the steering wheel gives me a bit more feedback because things do stiffen up. But the suspension, it isn't bone crushing at all. So if you ask me, should you go for it? Yes. SE all day, every day. In terms of trim, whether you want to go for the base, the middle, or go for the sport trim, it's up to you. Classic, executive, and sport, I believe. For me, it's sport. It looks the part, and again, if you're getting a Mini, you want something that looks cool. Something that's got a bit of, like, I don't know, boy racer to it without too much of the noise and the pops and bangs. And you don't have that because it's an electric car. But, like I said, the SE is what you want. Instant torque. I still can't get over how it finds grip because these roads are shocking. It just wants to play without ending up over there somewhere. So overall, I'm a big fan of this car. Other than the heads-up display, yeah, I can get on board with this car. And in terms of getting on board, if you are new to the channel, come and join us by subscribing and hitting that notification bell. And if you have enjoyed this video, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see all of your beautiful faces in the next one. Take care and God bless.